when you're looking at me and you see that I wear the same kind of shirt, I just noticed that. I a lot of times go on air for you guys and it's the same clothes a lot of times. So when you see me wearing the same shirt, the reason why is my beautiful wife does laundry almost every single day. So the clothes that I wore yesterday or the clothes that I'm wearing, the clothes that I wore yesterday, they're already on top of the clothes that are washed and in there after they're washed. So the clothes that I'm wearing today are going to be washed and on top of the clothes that are already laying around in my closet. So just so you guys know, it's not that I'm wearing a dirty shirt all the time. It's because wife does laundry every single day and I wear a clean shirt every day. So every time I open up, I'm usually wearing the same shirts, same sweaters, same whatever, because they're always on top because they got washed yesterday or today and they're already up on the shelf. So just so you guys know, local pickup today in Spokane, delivering to Kennewick, Washington to More Furniture. We'll see what we got going on to More. Supposedly it was a liftgate load and I'm gonna be able to do it still with my setup. It's small, so I'll get it done for them. I'll get it delivered, but it's a liftgate one, so it's an inside delivery. And that's it. So this piece has to be delivered inside liftgate / pallet jack load. I'll teach you guys how to do that if you didn't know, with the basic stuff like a ramp or, you know, proper dolly or a proper hand truck that you need to buy. So all you got to do, what you got to do, get all the little tricks, get it, you know, basically use your brain, use whatever resources you can use to make, you know, something to work in this field, because right now everybody knows what kind of times we're dealing with. But anyways, this is it, strapped in by the E-Track. We're good to go. So let's get out of here. Let's get to the delivery destination. I don't want to, just in case they close early, I don't want to be late. So this load here, guys, it's pretty simple. I say that to everybody because to me everything is simple. The only thing that could be difficult is, you know, maybe dealing with something that, you know, some kind of a shipper or some kind of a receiver who's being difficult, unreasonable, so on and so forth. But when it comes to this stuff, as far as getting loaded, unloaded, loaded and unloaded, that's easy. That's nothing to it. You know, if there's a will, there's a way. There, you know, there's a reason why there's such a saying out there. And my way is, you know, I carry a ramp. I carry an 8-foot ramp that's a foldable ramp and can hold 600 pounds. I should get a more expensive one and more heavy duty one though, because this thing is probably, I don't know, 7-8 years old already. And I've had it welded numerous times before and so on and so forth, but hey, it still works. It makes me the money. Anyways, long story short, it's picking up out of Spokane, my hometown here, delivering to, where the heck does it deliver to? Pasco, Washington. I thought it was Richland, but yeah, Pasco. 130 miles, loaded miles. And since it's a liftgate load and times are tough, they can only pay $550, which is still good. You know, $550. I'm going to spend there and back. That's a half a tank of fuel, a little more than half a tank. I don't know, what am I going to spend? $60 in diesel, and the rest goes in my pocket. Not bad for a day. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you know, you're not counting it right. You got to pay taxes out of that. You got to pay, wear and tear of the vehicle, oil changes, maintenance, all that, blah, 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 blah. I do all that myself. It's oil changes are not hard. They're very easy. Tires, oh yeah, tires are very expensive. Tires are not expensive. They put tires on for me for $12 a piece right now, and I buy tires off of eBay, and I pay $500 to $600 for a set that lasts me 100,000 miles. So, don't tell me all these weird things and all that. It's just, couch critics that are not willing to work, that are, trying to put sticks in somebody's wheels. That's not going to work with me. So we're all good here. Times are tough, times are tight, but hey, honestly, the people that do good are the ones that do not complain. They still do good. They still do fine. They're still making plenty of money and even saving a lot of money too. We've got people that are, thankfully to this job, thanks to this, are buying houses, are living the dream, are traveling, getting to see the country, and so on and so forth. So, even though times are tough and things are hard and so on and so forth, it just, people are making money. People are still are. You pray every morning, and then you pray every night, and it all gets put together. That's just how it happens. Yeah, we got a situation. I think there's an accident up ahead, and these guys are trying to get to it. Yesterday I went from 90 degrees yesterday. Today has a high of like 63, 65 in Spokane. And just a little over 100 miles away, boom, we're back to 81. Weather's crazy, guys. And just a little 100 miles, that's the kind of difference you can get in Washington State. I don't know where else you can get that kind of difference. Maybe, I guess, maybe Montana, maybe, depending on the location, maybe like Colorado, things like that. But Washington, yeah, just 100 miles, that's it. I'm not talking about like, coming down the pass, down the mountain and then, down into the lower elevation. Just regular 100 miles, That's what it is. 8 miles from my delivery, just 8 miles away, and then we're going to be unloading. I'll see. I thought about doing the whole ramp and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to walk in and see where it's going, and then maybe I'll just do a fast one and grab this stuff by hand, pick it up and put it on my dolly, and then carry it in that way, wheel it in that way. We'll see. I guess I'm gonna see where it's going, and we'll go from there. It is an inside delivery. It did require liftgate and pallet jack. We did tell the broker we're in the van with a ramp, with the needed equipment to get it done. And just because they trust us, just because they know who they're dealing with, because we've been dealing with them for years, they never got screwed by us or any of our drivers or anything like that, we can be trusted with stuff like this. So they, broker told their customer trusted them. We got trusted by the broker, and in the end, we're on the load out there trying to do the best we can, putting everything on the line and getting it done. That's how it works. I saw some comments, guys. It's not, not good comments, but some people saying, oh yeah, well, they're paying me chump change, almost nothing per load, so I haven't been giving it all I got. And it seemed like, not for a while now or something like that. It was just, stuff like that. I don't know. hope they change their mind about that stuff, because if that's how you work, then it's not about how much you're getting paid. It's about you getting the job done and putting it all on the line 100%. You got to give 100% every time. If you don't, well, I'm sorry for you, and I'm sorry for the people that you guys were representing or the people that you're working with, because they're going to get screwed. You're going to ruin their reputation and so on and so forth. So I just hope that doesn't happen. Not with us anyways.
4.25 miles. Take the exit.
I touched it with my hands and it was so light that why would I go unstrapping this guy, all this stuff? Why would I unstrap all my gear just for something that I could actually pick up? Where can you see me? There we go. It's for something I could actually pick up by myself, No reason. I picked it up, put it on my dolly, did an inside delivery just like they wanted, and that's it. It's done. It's great. We're moving forward. So I'm gonna see where I can put this. There we go. Oh, look at that. It's not broken, but got a little bit of a gouge in here, like a cut from something. These guys are at Harbor Freight. I recommend using these type of furniture dolly. It's called a dolly, not a hand truck. Hand truck is like one of these, but dolly is one of these. Harbor Freight, $35. Sometimes they're on sale for even cheaper, but I recommend having one of these because it saves the day. I think it holds like 1,500 pounds, just so you guys know. I think like 1,500 actually. And I have it hanging right here. It doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't make any racket, any noise, anything like that. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can hang things however you want in your van. You could make it look really nice. I've got one driver who actually, his van, everywhere in the cargo area, it looks like a garage with shelves. That's how neatly and everything is, everything everywhere. So, Nathan, that's you. You're probably one of the neatest ones that has everything needed. So, and he'll know, he'll hear his name and he'll know who I'm talking about. So, yeah. But while I'm here to make everything neat, that's the other part is, these brokers, they need pictures of inside the van while sometimes even empty, sometimes while you're loaded, things like that. I don't say I have the neatest setup, but when you look at it, it doesn't look all nasty, bad. You know, I don't have trash bags or clothes laying around and all that kind of stuff. I don't have any of that junk. And sometimes I get pictures when we send them, about to send them to the broker, and I feel bad for doing it, but when I'm about to send it to the broker and I get a picture of some of the stuff in some of the drivers' vans, no good, you know. And then I ask them, hey, put it away, make it neat, then retake it, please, because I can't send a picture like that to the broker so they can show it to their customer. It's, you know, it's insane. So neat, clean, everything put away like this, and we're good to go. Yeah, I know that, you know, there's after delivery, like my van was fine, but after delivery I end up with a packing slip, I end up with like one of these things, I end up with like things like this and little chips and whatnot of things. And you know what, that's fine, because you can go and sweep it out and you're fine. But, you know, don't have like food laying around, clothing laying around, other things laying around, your straps all unwound and everywhere else. It just, you know, raises other questions when we have somebody that's disorganized like that and we're showing it to the broker. But let's get going. So I guess sometime in the future, if you haven't been watching my videos, you can look through the channel, browse, and you'll see that I do use a ramp. I do use, you know, I think this is a 3-in-1 or 4-in-1 hand truck. It goes flat, it goes like a regular hand truck like this standing up, and it goes, you know, the lip can come up and down and all that kind of stuff. So it's a multiple use one. I love this thing. It's the best $100 that I've ever spent. When I was buying it, they were $100 at Costco. I think the price just kind of varies up on the season. I've seen it as high as $130 right now, and I've seen it as low as $79. So it just kind of depends. It just depends. But yeah, ramp, dolly, and if needed, I do grab a pallet jack with me, which after I got loaded with this thing, I saw that it never required one. If I needed to put it on a dolly, I'd put it on a dolly, I'd set up my ramp, and then I would just wheel it off with my dolly, or even the hand truck, whatever, it doesn't matter. Wheel it off and put it where it needs to go. So I know how to make these deliveries happen. All I need, usually 99% of the time, is just for that broker to be on the same page with their customer as me, because I will get the job done. There's no way that I'm gonna fail. I've never failed in 9 years. There's, you know, if I gotta go in the street and get help and all that and pay somebody out of pocket, you know, to come and help me, I will do that, just, you know, if a situation comes up, just to get it done. But, you know, I usually come prepared. I'd rather come over prepared than under prepared, just so you guys know what I'm talking about. So they got their stuff, they don't even know what it is. They're like, oh, pickups are closed, can't pick up till after 4. And I'm like, at 5:30 here, I'm like, it's not a pickup, it's a delivery. And they're like, oh, delivery, oh, what is it? So you guys saw it with your own eyes. We're all good. I'm good. Time to go home. $5.50 gross in my pocket. After I fill up, it's going to be like $60 worth of diesel that I'm going to spend driving, you know, that I drove here, drive back. About $60, maybe 70. I don't know what the fuel price is here. Let's call it 70 just in case. And really, that's it, you know. I'm going to go grab something to eat, which you're going to eat somewhere or something anyways. So I don't count food as my expense while I'm on the road. But if you don't know, you are allowed, and every year it changes. I think it's like somewhere around $60 this year in 23. You get per day $60 compensation / you know, once you are doing your taxes, all the days that you have not been at home, they do give you the $60 or whatever it is, somewhere around $60, maybe just a little over. That compensation, you get compensated, you know, you get basically from whatever amount you made, they'll take out all that and you don't get taxed on that part. So you get compensated for those, for that food money as a trucker. All the truckers do, it doesn't matter what you drive. If you're doing trucking, if you're in a trucking business, that's what happens. Yes, you do get that benefit. Besides that, your fuel and whatever other expenses, everything, all your expenses, you know. You can have an office at home, having your wife do paperwork. You can have that as an expense. You know, there's so many things. I'm not going to get into it so deep, but talk to an accountant. They know how to get you going the right way. That way you're not just spending and giving money away, you know, to the government that you shouldn't be. And, you know, you could be saving it for yourself. So there's ways of doing things. Smart people know how to do that. You guys, God bless you. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you have subscribed and you're, you know, liking the content, throw me a thumbs up and a comment. You know, I want to comment. What else do you guys want to see? What else should I talk about this job? What else should I show you guys? Things like that. I don't know if I can fly you here. The airport's nearby. That's the other problem. A lot of times, yes, my videos are kind of like the same, and to me it's the same. Maybe to you guys are enjoying it, somebody's learning something. Yeah, I understand, but I want to know what else, you know, what other kind of content I should add to my existing content. You know what I mean? A lot of times, you know, everybody loves the drones and all that. Sometimes the weather's not right, either because it's raining, because it's windy, and a lot of times I don't fly it just because in the area that I could fly it, that I think I could fly it, a lot of times it's restricted. Either there's a jail, there's excuse me, other kind of like municipalities or whatever. Sometimes there's prisons, and a lot of times there's just airports are nearby and you're not allowed to fly in those zones. So I apologize for that right away. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. God bless. We'll see each other on the next one. I failed to mention to you guys that I had a Christmas tree light up before I left home. So everything was good. Got in the van, started it, and all of a sudden I got the ABS, the ASR, and another traction light on. Besides the check engine that always is on, just so I can, you know, that way I know that the engine is working, the check engine light is on. And then my flat tire light is on, that way I don't forget to come out there and take a look at all the tires before I get in it. That's why that's on. So those are the two warning lights, you know. Check engine light is on because the engine's working, and that flat tire light, that's on there for me to go out there and take a look at all the 4 tires. And besides that, I got some new ones, ABS, traction, and whatever other one, ASR. So I try to shut, usually this happens sometimes in the winter time when like an ABS sensor goes bad, but in the summertime for this to happen, that's a little bit weird. Those are the lights right there. That's what you get, or that's what I get. And for you guys, I guess it's a new video coming up, I guess, for me trying to figure out what's wrong with it. I think I already know what's wrong with it. I just didn't have time to mess with it because I had to go grab that load real quick, and it literally just happened, you know what I mean? So I didn't have time to mess with it, to, you know, to worry about it and so on and so forth. But first things first, get home, check to make sure that I have enough fluid, brake fluid in there. If the brake fluid is there, then it could be, because it's been over 100,000 miles since I've replaced the brakes in here. Usually when you're an expediter, you're not braking a whole lot. You're mostly on the road, so you can definitely go 100,000 miles on your brake pads and not even have to worry about it. But I think it's time to change them. So maybe the brake sensor light, or the brake sensor got dinged up a little bit, probably got rubbed against the rotor. Could be that, or it could just be a bad ABS sensor somewhere in the front or in the back. Usually in the front, I think. In these vans, I think they're in the front. So got to hook up a scanner to it. My scanner is not the greatest scanner. It's just basic for little things. So I got to figure out. I've been looking on Amazon. There's some scanners anywhere between $500 to upwards to thousands of dollars. I want to buy the cheapest one, but I want to buy the cheapest one that does everything. Like, you know, turn your airbag lights off, you can be able to turn everything on. You should be able to, you know, look all the electrical, the voltage. I mean, I'm talking about get into anything and everything in the vehicle as far as, you know, checking timing, checking your out of my mind. Anyways, there's a lot of checking you can do. You can turn things on and off. You know, you can be checking your like crank sensor. I mean, it's endless. A good scanner, there's a lot of things you can do with a good scanner. And not just a scanner, but actually something you can actually clear the codes with as well. So to have access to that, you need a good scanner. Maybe I'll be buying a new scanner soon. We'll see. But here's the weather when we're getting home. It was all nice and sunny when I left. Weather was over 80 degrees. Right now, 64. You guys can see, if you can see. 64 degrees. Nice and cloudy. There you go. That's the forecast for the night. I guess watch out for a new video and I'll tell you guys what the problem was. I got a lot of repairs to do. I've been lazy, honestly. I've just been more lazy than as far as not wanting. I've not wanted to do it and I've been lazy. That's how it's been. But summertime came, so summertime, you know, lake time. We have really, honestly, just 2 months of summer and that's it, you know. So when summertime comes, I get super lazy and I get super not wanting to do anything except for being outdoors and being out in the sun, being at the lake and enjoying life out there. That's how I get. And a lot of times I don't even feel like going on a load. I skip loads, and a lot of times I feel like not even working at all in the summertime just because I want to enjoy it. Go out with the family and so on and so forth. So that's how I've been, but all these things have like collected all into one, and I got things to do. I've got that Cadillac CTS sitting in the garage. I got to finish that up. That's a good car to have. Got to finish it. I've got maintenance to do on this van, replace the brake pads, replace the shocks front and rear, and do alignment on it. What else we need to do? We got to do an oil change too, because it's coming up. I got like 3,000 miles and it's time for an oil change. So everything little by little, things need to be done. That way it keeps on running. If you let it go, when you let things go, from my experience, things break down and cost you more than just your laziness. So I'm gonna get things done. Start doing a little more mechanical videos for you guys as well, I guess. That way, if somebody's interested to know how to do it themselves, they want to save money. Hey, things are tight out there. And I do it myself, not just because things are tight, but because I know how to do it, first of all. And second of all, why would I pay somebody else to do it when I could do it myself? And if you do it yourself, you just kind of like, paid yourself to do it. That's how it is. That's a police trying to pass me. Right there, guys. Undercover police. I'm not sure who he's after. Maybe that Jeep with the trailer. Don't know. But anyways, that's what's in the future. Is some maintenance videos / some, whatever could be videos to get things right. Because all these lights, half of them need to come off. Especially these last 3 that showed up today.